Open Heavens on the Go, Sunday, August 4th, 2024. Topic: The Red Sea must part. Memory verse: Genesis 32:24. And Jacob was left alone, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of the day. Bible reading: Exodus 14:21-29. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided. And the children of Israel went into the midst of the sea upon the dry ground, and the waters were a wall unto them on their right hand and on their left. And the Egyptians pursued and went in after them to the midst of the sea, even all Pharaoh's horses, his chariots, and his horsemen. And it came to pass that in the morning watch the Lord looked unto the host of the Egyptians through the pillar of fire and of the cloud, and troubled the host of the Egyptians, and took off their chariot wheels, that they drave them heavily. So that the Egyptians said, Let us flee from the face of Israel, for the Lord fighteth for them against the Egyptians. And the Lord said unto Moses, Stretch out thy hand over the sea, that the waters may come again upon the Egyptians, upon their chariots, and upon their horsemen. And Moses stretched forth his hand over the sea, and the sea returned to his strength when the morning appeared. And the Egyptians fled against it, and the Lord overthrew the Egyptians in the midst of the sea. And the waters returned, and covered the chariots and the horsemen and all the host of Pharaoh that came into the sea after them. There remained not so much as one of them. But the children of Israel walked upon dry land in the midst of the sea, and the waters were a wall unto them on their right hand and on their left. The Message. In Exodus 14:5-31, the Israelites were in a terrible situation. Behind them, the Egyptian army was charging at them, and in front of them was a great sea they could not swim across. There was no humanly possible solution to their problem, yet they turned to a fellow human, Moses, for help. Thank God Moses was wise enough to turn to God, because at crossroads like that, the only way out is the way God provides. In situations like the one the Israelites were in, you should face God and say, Lord, this Red Sea must part. I will not let you go except you make a way for me. Those were not times for gentle, manly prayers. They are times for violent prayers, such that God will know that you will not rest until you get a miracle. I remember one time that I was in such a situation. I lay flat on the road in the middle of the night at Redemption City, crying to God desperately for help. When there is a serious problem and there is no way out, I hold on to God in prayers, and I don't let go until He parts the sea and makes a way for me. In Matthew 15:22-28, the Canaanite woman knew that the only solution to her daughter's problem was with Jesus, so she did not let anything deter her. She pestered him until she got what she wanted. The woman with the issue of blood had gone to all the doctors in the land and spent all her money, yet the illness remained. She knew that the only way out of her problem was to make contact with Jesus. So, even though the crowd was great and she was weak from all the bleeding, she pressed through until she touched him and got her healing. Maybe the reason some Christians are relaxed in the place of prayer is that they cannot see how close the enemy is to them. Maybe they cannot see that the devil is doing all he can to win the battle over them. Beloved, don't wait until it is too late. Pray now. Don't condone that problem any further. Deal with it now. Stop thinking that your solution is with any man when only God can help you. If you call on him to make a way for you where there is no way, he will do it. Are you ready to pray now? Prayer point. Father, this Red Sea, mention the problem, must part today. Please make a way for me, Lord. Bible reading in 1 year. Jeremiah 6-8. Hymn for today. Sweet Hour of Prayer. The Open Heavens is written by Pastor E. A. Adeboye, the General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. God bless you.